Magnificent.
you're not here, the sun don't shine. When you're not near, I don't feel like I do when you're with me. Felt like suddenly our souls collided, hearts entwined. When I decided to make you mine, I'm never going back. I know that's a fact, but how do I know if it's love that I'm speaking of? This is love if I'm making you breakfast. This is love if I feel myself coming down. You're not around. This is love if I think I've gone crazy. This is love if it seems I don't care at all. That your love hit me like a cannonball. I used to worry about my options, worry about my options. Yeah, I used to think too much. love that I'm speaking of. This is love if I'm making you breakfast. This is love if I feel myself coming down when you're not around. This is love if I think I've gone crazy. This is love if it seems I don't care at all. That your love hit me like a cannonball.
begin construction on the dam, something had to happen to the river for the first time in about 10 million years on its course. It had to be redirected or diverted by man. So they dug 4 diversion tunnels, piled temporary rock and dirt cofferdams on either side of the present location. That way they could hold the river away, move it around, build up from a dry riverbed. By 1935, the project was basically complete. Then they could convert the 2 inside tunnels to take water from 4 cylinder-shaped intake towers on the other side. They're 40 stories tall or deep. Take water from 300 feet, 100 meters down. Push it through the turbines to generate hydroelectric power. The bypass water comes out the 2 inner tunnels. Most of this water is released directly below the dam. The lower portals or outer tunnels were converted into 4,000-foot long spillways, or 1,200 meters long. Why? Because we're floating on melted snow from the Rocky Mountains. Some years there might be too much snow melt, it could run over the top of the dam. Instead, it flows down these 2 massive spillways. Now, we're going to continue the narration in just a bit. But first, we're going to power up, pick up a little speed, and blow your hair back. Here we go. Here's our circle. Now, from the completion year in 1935 till 1941, for 6 years they allowed the Colorado to fill up the Hoover Dam, creating Lake Mead, the largest man-made lake in the Western Hemisphere. At present level, Lake Mead is 550 miles around, and it's down 130 feet or 40 meters. Drought conditions since 1999. But when the dam is full, Lake Mead can be 900 miles around. That's a lot of water. After 6 years of filling up the dam, water began to flow over the tops of those outer tunnels, which are 500 feet or 168 meters higher on either side. Catch that high water and bring it down to river level. In 1941, those spillways weren't fine. Then something happened for the first. So at times it is a true Kodak moment, not just among our domestic visitors, but we get people from some pretty exotic locations, New Zealand, Australia, etc., that have their own dress code, but so be it. It'll be a very photogenic moment, and it's all part of our natural wildlife. Now, plant life. River left, you see palms growing at river's edge. It's rare to see palms here, they're not native. Often birds will swallow, not fully digest palm seeds, drop them out their other end, if you get the picture, where these have taken root. We'll see very few palms between here and Willow Beach where they've been intentionally planted. That's just Mother Nature's way of transplanting palms through our bird life. And here you see this andesite lava, very brittle, hard, and crumbly rock. And straight off of the shore, straight ahead, there is a male ringneck duck. He's the colorful one, the female right ahead of him. Some of our more exotic varieties, unlike the mallards, these are migratory wild ducks. The mallards will land right on the raft looking for food, but we do not feed them. Now, does anybody know, any of you kids know why the male ducks are more colorful? Canyon. I think the name fits. Now, that steep canyon wall is the tallest canyon wall on the lower Colorado River. Have you thought about where the tallest canyon is on the upper Colorado? It has a very grand name, the Grand Canyon. So, it is 1,900 feet or 600 meters tall as that bypass bridge is long, and deceptively distant. It looks like it's just behind moonscape in the foreground. Actually, That tall canyon wall is 3 miles back, a trick of our depth perception. So a lot of real estate between here and there. And geologists say, and of course they study rock, as well as hydrologists who study the effect of water erosion on rock, they say that the very top of that canyon wall might have been the very river bottom 10 to 12 million years ago. So it shows you what seismic activity splitting the canyon and then water erosion, digging it deep, can do to an area over a long period of time. Once again, famously in this area, Dolphin Rock, Moonscape Canyon, and the tallest canyon wall on the lower Colorado in Black Canyon.
Do it.
Look at my jeans open.
You can try out soon. It's a nice beach actually.
That's alright. It's not shaking. Oh, that one did.
Okay.
Wait, let's do it again. No, we haven't. You know when you live somewhere and there's
doesn't mean you can't be sure.
you just don't do them.
My favorite state, I lived in San Antonio for 10 years and never went.
Actually, you know what? We go over here. We can get no people on the picture, and we should be able to get next to each other.
So watch the rock on the left and the right. I will too. Now, just to give you a heads up, you folks over here on my right, way up on the front of the starboard side, you will get weeped on. So watch your cameras or any electronics. Not a lot of water, but you will get some of the effect of Weeping Springs Cove directly. Okay. How's that for up close and personal? Doesn't that feel good? It's nice and cool. You really can't even call it a hot spring. It's a cool spring. One of the most beautiful areas of the canyon, if you ask me. This beautiful three-tiered and cool waterfall. Water seeping or weeping down on our passengers on my right. Enjoy. Just a really neat spot.
When you're not here, the sun don't shine. When you're not near, I don't feel like I do when you're with me. It felt like suddenly our souls collided, hearts entwined. When I decided to make you mine, I'm never going back. I know that's a fact, but how do I know if it's love that I'm speaking of? This is love if I'm making you breakfast. This is love if I feel myself coming down.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much.